All right, guys, I do have a Saturday morning editorial for you. Now, you might hear some background noise, or you might not. I have this on, but my teenage daughter has her friend over, so you know how it is when you get teenage girls in the house. And I don't exactly have a studio. I need a studio, but anyway, since I don't have one, I'm going to go ahead and give you the story. It's out of Florida, and it's one where, I don't know, looks like a cop did another no-no, and he's getting charged with it. Thank you to News4Jax for this story. A police officer with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has resigned after 5 years with the department. He's accused of striking a suspect with a taser during an arrest that followed a pursuit. Undersheriff Pat Ivey with the Sheriff's Office announced Friday afternoon that Matthew Alamarung is facing a charge of aggravated battery, a second-degree felony. Now, the incident occurred back on March 29th. Pat Ivey explained the officer in question, while taking the subject into custody, used his taser as an impact weapon on or about the head region and in the face region, which is outside of our policy. Alamarung was taken into custody Friday. Pat Ivey did not give a name of the suspect that the officer was taking into custody. He said body camera footage appears to show Alamarung tried to spit on the suspect. Additionally, Pat Ivey said Alamarung is charged with falsifying an official document, specifically the one that was filled out to document the use of force. Pat Ivey said it was not accurate and is contradicted by body camera footage. Pat Ivey said the body camera footage will be entered into evidence at some point, but it's unknown when it might be released. Records show Alamarung was one of 6 officers involved in a police shooting in March of 2019. According to investigators, 6 Jacksonville Sheriff's officers opened fire on Antonio Valentine, a sexual battery suspect. Police said he was armed inside a truck parked at the Harvey's supermarket on Arlington Road and refused to get out. Officers broke 2 windows and tasered him to no effect. When he grabbed a gun, investigators said police fired 21 shots. Valentine was hit 7 times, and the shooting was ruled justifiable by the state attorney's office. Alamarung has previous Jacksonville Sheriff's Office internal affairs complaints for unnecessary force. He was cleared in all of them. Internal Affairs sustained a complaint of unbecoming conduct against him in 2017, and he was ordered to take de-escalation training. This is the 11th Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrest in 2020. A total of 4 officers, 5 corrections officers, and 2 civilian employees have been arrested. So don't you think it's time to get rid of the sheriff in Jacksonville, Florida? It's time to get rid of the fucking sheriff. 11 arrests. 11. 4 officers, 5 correction officers, 2 civilian employees. What the fuck is going on in Jacksonville, Florida? I mean, 11. That's, you talk about a criminal law enforcement agency. There you go. 11 arrests just in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Officers, deputies, and 2 employees. So this Alamarung, he's had previous Jacksonville Sheriff's internal affairs complaints for unnecessary force, cleared on all of them. Yeah, we investigated our own and we found no fault. Are you kidding me right now? And then he gets unbecoming conduct against him in 2017, and he has to take de-escalation training. Well, it didn't fucking work because it shows that he tries to spit on this guy, and then he uses his taser to crack him in the head like he's Wyatt Earp and shit. Wyatt Earp was notorious for using the butt of his pistol to pop people in the head. I mean, this guy's crazy, man. And so now he's being charged with aggravated battery, second-degree felony. It'll be dismissed. He'll be acquitted, or it'll be found no wrongdoing. Jacksonville sheriffs, that dude needs to be fired. The sheriff does. You can get the sheriff out, right? Just because he's voted in doesn't mean he can't be voted the hell out. You can get rid of him. That sheriff needs to go, 11 arrests in just the sheriff's office. You got this guy with complaint after complaint after complaint. But here's what I wanted to get to. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. But here's what I wanted to get to. So they said that his police report didn't match his body camera footage. Had there been no body camera footage, it would have been what he said versus what that suspect said. But he had body camera footage that contradicted his police report. That's why it's important for all of you, when you see something going on and you have time, jump out, walk over there and record it. Record the police. Get your cameras running. It's very important, because if you don't do that and they smudge their police report to make it fit their narrative, they're lying. It's their word against a suspect, and nobody's ever going to believe a suspect over a cop. Nobody's ever going to believe a suspect over a cop. Ever, ever, ever. The cops are golden. They sit on pedestals of roses, and nobody believes a suspect over a cop. So you have to get your cameras rolling when you see the police. I know there are law enforcement officers out there that think we're just recording them to catch them doing bad stuff. And maybe there are. I've seen people who harass cops, who freaking cuss out cops, unwarranted. Now, if a cop is shining his car spotlight in your face in your camera, and he's following you with the spotlight to keep it in your face, yeah, he deserves a good old "you're number one." He's a prick. If a cop walks over and tells you back up when you're like 35 feet away, just standing there recording a car search, yeah, he's a prick. But when a cop says, "How you doing today?" and you start cussing him out and flipping him off, why not return it with a "Hey, how you doing, sir?" or "Ma'am?" But my point is, I kind of digress there. My point is that you have to get your cameras rolling. We're not out there to record the cops we're not out there to record you to make you look bad. We're recording you because there are people amongst your ranks that lie on police reports. And our camera footage may tell the truth. Will always tell the truth. I mean, cameras don't lie. A camera don't lie. Yeah, a liar person can edit it a certain way, but a specific camera doesn't lie. All this camera does is record what's going on. So that's why you guys need to record the police, because if you don't, police reports can be lying documents, yet the camera is going to always tell the truth. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers, to include liars, out of Florida, from coast to coast.